Hello student, welcome to today's question of the day. Today is the 7th April and we are going to discuss another important question from the topic SQL functions. So without any delay, we will move forward to the question. So the question will be on your screen just after a second. So this is the question of the day. It looks bigger but answer is very simple and very short if you know the concepts easily. So it is the question having the 4 marks and I am just reading out the question. Before reading out this question, I am going to tell you that this question has internal choice. So either you can attempt this upper portion or this lower portion. So any one of the question you need to attempt among these two questions. These are part of the only one question, but internal choice is given to you. So I am reading out this question first. So Devender, a database analyst, and database analyst is a person who looks up at the database, created the following table salesman. He has created the table salesman, that means name of the table is salesman. It has the following table columns: serial number, as name, salesperson name maybe, salary, bonus, date of joining and store type. So the serial number is given like this: A01, 02, B03, 04, C05, 06, E07, 08. You need to look at the data carefully. Then name is given, salary is given like 30,000, 50,000, bonus is given. Bonus has certain null values also. So whenever there are null values, special attention should be given to that data. You should. And then date of joining is given like October 2019, March 2018 and all those. Then type of the store is given like grocery, hardware, health and software. Now we will look at the question. He has written the following queries. So he has written the following queries. You need to find out the output of these queries. Okay, so there are certain queries are given, and in internal choice based question it has run 2 queries based on the above given table named salesman. Devender has executed following queries like select count star from salesman and select count bonus from salesman. The two different output will come. Now answer should be given like this: to predict the output of the above given queries. You need to predict the output and then you need to justify your answer. Okay, why this output is came and how it is came. Okay, so let's discuss the first portion of this question first and then we will discuss the internal choice. So first portion of the question is that you need to consider this table and write down the output of the following queries. So for writing down the output, I am using this space for rough work and I am going to write the output here. Okay, so first query I am reading: select sum of salary from salesman. We need to calculate the sum of salaries from the salesman's table where bonus is null. Bonus is null. We need to look on only the salaries whose bonus is null. So there are 3 rows with null bonus. So these 3 rows we need to look after. And means another condition also should satisfy. And whenever you see the AND operator in where condition, both conditions should satisfy at the same time. Okay, so bonus is null and salary should be greater than 20,000. So whose bonus is null and whose salary 20,000, we need to take care of these rows. We need to sum up the salary for these rows only. Okay, so whose bonus null, then we are filtered out these 3 rows. Now salary is greater than 20,000, exactly greater than 20,000. Remember, 20,000 will be not part of this. This operator is not like this. Salary is greater than equals to 20,000. In that case 20,000 will be counted, but in this case salary is greater than 20,000 means exactly greater than 20,000 means 20,000 will not be counted. So this row will also not counted. Okay, so because this is exactly 20,000, but our query needs to consider only greater than 20,000. This will be counted because 80,000 is greater than 20,000 and this 80,000 will be counted because this 80,000 is also greater than 20,000 and the bonus for these both the rows is null. So these both conditions are satisfying on these 2 rows. So we will add up the values of these 2 rows: 80,000 plus as this is a sum function, and sum function basically used to sum up the value of the salary column for these rows which are satisfying these two conditions. So these two rows are satisfying only, so 80,000 plus 80,000 both will be added, so it will be 1,60,000. so its output will be 1,60,000. so a query output you will see like this: SUM. You can draw a table while you write the answer like this: sum of salary, and then you will write 1,60,000. like this you can answer it. Okay, so this is a 1 mark question, so you can get the 1 mark easily by doing this much work. Now we will look at the second query. Okay, so second query is what? Second query is given here. I am roughing all those portions first, and so that we can get the clear cut solution for the second query also. Second query is get select maximum salary and minimum of bonus, add those from the sales table where store type equal to grocery. We are interested only in those rows whose store type is grocery. So for which rows the store type is grocery, only 2 rows are there, 1 and 2 rows are there whose store type is grocery. So we are interested in these 2 rows only. Okay, now we need to add the maximum of salary. So what will be the max function for these 2 rows? We need to calculate maximum of salary. So maximum of salary is what? Maximum of salary will be here 50,000 and 30,000. Which one is maximum? 50,000 is maximum. And minimum of bonus. Minimum of bonus is what? For between these 2 rows, minimum is 25.34. So minimum of bonus is given as 25.34. We need to add these 2 rows. Okay, we add these 2 values, sorry, not rows, these 2 values. So maximum of salary is what? 50,000. Minimum of bonus is what? 25.34. so if we add these, so 25,000, 25.34 will be the final output. So for B question, what will be the output? Output will be maximum of salary plus minimum of bonus. Like this you need to write, and then you will draw like this, and you will write 50,000 25.34. that much you need to write, and you will close this like this. Okay, now we will go and see the C portion. Okay, so I think you are clear with this question, answer of this question. Now we will move to the third question, third portion of this question. Third portion of the question is also very simple and similar to that only. Now what? Select average of salary from salesman where store type is equal to software. Now we are interested only for those rows whose store type is software. Store type is software for which rows? 1 and 2. We need to calculate the average of the salary for these 2. So there are 2 rows and 2 salaries. So what the average function do? Average function, what it will do? Average function will add these 2 salaries, 30,000 plus 80,000, and divide by 2. Now if you add it, 0 0 0 0 and 11, divide by 2 and 55,000. like this you will get the 50,000 output for this query. So for this query, what will be output? Average of salary, and then you will write like this 55,000 here. Okay, so this is the answer of this question. Where here we need to calculate average for these 2 rows only because of this where condition, where store type is equal to software. Only those rows we need to calculate. Now we will move and see the fourth portion of this question, and that is related to what? Some length function. Okay, now length of sname. As you know, these 3 functions, sum, max and average, were the aggregate functions. Okay, so output you have seen in these 3 cases only one for multiple rows. Okay, but length function is a single row function. For each row output will be different based on this where condition. So he is interested in the calculating the length of sname, means length of this sname we want to calculate only for those salesmen whose bonus is null. Whose bonus is null means there are 3 rows for which this bonus is null. So only for these names we need to count apply the length function. So length function, whenever we apply the length function on any string value like ubase, then what it will do, it will count the number of characters in this ubase. So 1 2 3 4 5. So for length function will be applied on this ubase, then output will be 5. Similar way, length function will be applied on atif. So length function, when we will apply on the atif like AATIF, whenever you will apply, it also has 5 characters, 1 2 3 4 5. So output will be 5. Now length function will be, you know, the length function is single row function, that's why applying on each row individually. So here that bonus is null only for those rows which have the bonus null, because where we have the condition in this where condition. Now where bonus is null is one more name is there, pile. So length of the pile is what? It also same, that is 5. So output for this query will be what? Length of s name, and then we will write like 5 5 5 3 times. Okay, so this way you will write the answer. This is 5, this is 5, and this is also 5. So this way you can answer. Okay, so A, B, C, D, these are the 5 portions of this question, and if you write like this output, you will get 4 out of 4 marks. Okay, now we will discuss the internal choice of this question. Now we are going and discussing the internal choice. The same table we need to consider, and there based on the above given table named salesman, Devendra has executed the following query: select count star from salesman and select count bonus from the salesman. So predict the output. First we need to predict the output. So count star function is basically used to, it is aggregate function and used to count the number of rows. Okay, irrespective of null values. Okay, whenever there is a null also in the row, it will count that row also. So count star will count the number of rows. Okay, count the number of rows. So whenever we count the number of rows, what will be the output? So a portion I will writing the output count star, and the output will be how many number of rows are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You need not to count this header of table, remember. So there 8 rows are there. So count star will return the 8 output. Now what will be the output of this row? Select count bonus from salesman. Here we are not using star in second portion, B portion. Here we are interested on only to count the values inside the bonus column. Okay, so bonus column, if you apply the count function on any column, it will only count the non-null values. Okay, excluding null values. So here 1 2 3 null values will not be counted, remember. 4 5 and null 6 will be not counted. So there are 3 null values. So output will be here count bonus, and here it will be like 5. Okay, so this will be the output. Now we have predicted the output. Also give proper justification of the output. Now we need to give the proper justification also. So how we will write the justification? Here you can write count star function counts the number of rows of table, or number of rows of a table irrespective of the null values. Okay, it will also consider null value, you can say like this, it will count. Okay, now justification for this B portion will be what? Count bonus function will count the non-null values of the column bonus only. So the justification we have given: count star function counts the number of rows of a table irrespective of the null values. So that's why the output is 8. And count bonus function will count the non-null values of the column bonus only. So this is the justification if you write like this. So for everything 1 mark will be fixed, 1 mark for this output, 1 mark for this output, 1 mark for this justification, 1 mark for this justification. So total 4 marks you will get if you write the answer like this. So this is the answer how you can write and the answer in the board examination of that kind of question. So that's all in this question. So if you like this video, then please press on the like button and share it with your classmates so that everyone can get benefited. Okay, and thank you so much, and see you in the next video with the new interesting question. Thank you.